Hi again. I feel like I should do another video update even though the last one I did was on Friday and today is Monday. But there is a lot that happened over the weekend and I just really don't want to forget about it and I don't want to lose my excitement over it either. Because I know sometimes I get really tired at night and sometimes it feels like I lose my excitement in my other videos. But right now I'm not very tired, as you can tell. I don't know why. It's weird because it's nighttime and I should be tired, but actually it's only 9 o'clock. That's probably why. I got home really early today. So anyways, I am really hyper. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I had a lot of sugar. Anyways, on Saturday morning, we woke up super early and we went to Auburn, which is in California, which is north of Sacramento, and we helped out with this program called Acres of Hope, and they basically house women and their children in the same houses, and it's really cool for them because a lot of other housing places don't allow the women to stay with their children for some odd reason. I don't exactly know why. It sounded odd to me too, but we helped out, did yard work for them and everything because they're basically running off of only volunteers, and what we did in a few hours would have taken them 2 weeks to do on their own. And so we raked the yard and pulled weeds and did a lot of different things to make the facility look cleaner and more approachable, and just like made it more easy to relax in, I guess. Like, you know, when your house is clean, you feel like you can relax. So that's what we did basically on the campus that they had, so the mothers can feel more at ease. And oh yeah, we also cleaned the children's toys because the playground toys were kind of dirty, and then there was a lot of leaves everywhere, all over the toys, and it was just very dirty. And so we cleaned everything and made it look spotless, and got to play with some of the kids and everything. So that was an awesome little mini missions trip type thing. And then afterwards, I went to the Saturday night services. So we have to go to Saturday night services for Club 56, and I got to lead some small groups, well, co-lead some small groups, and they actually went really, really well. And the kids were very open to what I was saying, and a lot of them were mind blown because I was just sharing some nuggets of wisdom to them. So I was basically saying that you can carry your Bible around school with you and just talk to God during the times that you have free. And basically, it could be like carrying your Bible around and talking to God is a reminder of God, and God's talking to you basically. And it is really encouraging to hear from God throughout your day, like as you're doing that and because you're doing that. So I was sharing that with them, and then just basically asking them questions about what they learned in the service, which they're actually learning what the adults are learning. So they're learning about James, and they're learning about perseverance too. So they're learning about them undergoing trials and everything. So there was actually a lot of kids who opened up on Saturday and talked about the trials that they're going through. And some of them were really, really sad. I won't share them on YouTube or this video too, but yeah, I've been praying for them. So I'm glad that they shared. And then afterwards, we had worship. So we did worship at the end of the 6 o'clock service. And the 6 o'clock service is basically my service because it's the Blue Oaks kids who come. And we did the worship afterwards. And for some odd reason, it was amazing. Like, way better than usual. Usually worship's pretty good, but this worship was just like blew our socks off. Or maybe knocked our socks off is a better term. But the kids were worshiping, they were dancing, and for some odd reason it was just like amazing. And I think it was because the kids had a chance to learn. So they learned from the service, and then they also got to go to small group and learn there and interact with other kids. And so basically once they were ready to worship, it wasn't really awkward for them, I guess. And so we're going to be trying that for the next services to come and seeing if that's the case and if we should continue worship like that, which is really awesome because I loved it. And you can definitely feel God's presence while we were worshiping with the kids. It was just amazing. And then also that same Saturday night, I invited one of my friends to church, the friends that were taking care of my cat. And they came to church. I didn't get a chance to sit with them, but they actually accepted Christ on that Saturday. And it's like really, really awesome because like I had a part in that. Like if I wasn't to talk to them, then they would have never known God and they would have never accepted God. And that's just like one more soul in heaven. And like I just want to celebrate and like throw a party. Like it's just crazy. So anyways, it's really awesome because their life is forever changed and it's just amazing. Like anyways, I just get so excited like when people come to Christ because literally lives are forever changed for all of eternity. Like they don't have to go through hell. Like they don't have to suffer anymore, which is amazing. So yeah, that happened, and they're gonna continue to come to church and get involved in the groups around church and everything, and become friends with more Christian people because they need to surround themselves with Christian people, which is amazing. And then afterwards, my friends decided to hang out, so I was like, okay, I'll go hang out with you guys, even though I'm kind of tired, but I decided to go hang out, and it was really awesome. I'm glad that I went because we actually went to a place called Heaven, which this sounds weird because it sounds like heaven, but like Heaven is like a place in Folsom, and it's on a mountain, well, a hill, because, you know, Arizona has true mountains, and this is a hill. But anyways, you can see the city lights, and you can see the stars, and we were just at first talking, and we weren't planning on worshiping God, but I turned on my phone and just to have some music in the background, and then we just started singing, and then started worshiping, and then couldn't stop worshiping, and didn't want to stop worshiping, and then so even in the car ride back home, we were worshiping God, and it was just amazing. I love being with friends and worshiping God, and you could definitely feel God's presence, and like you could just look up and see God's awesome creation, like all the different stars that He made, and the city and everything. Just was awesome. And then on Sunday, we went to the Folsom campus to help out with the children's like stuff because there was a big meeting going on, and the children's staff usually have to watch over the children so they can't go to any of these cool meetings. And so we stepped in and allowed them to go to the meeting. So we watched over the kids, and it was actually really fun. Usually I was like, I don't think I can connect with children, but they were actually really, really good, like really nice, and yeah, I was like, wow, I can do this, which is really cool, and just got to pour wisdom into them even while they were just being taken care of for a little bit of time. And then afterwards, we went to church, so nighttime church. So yeah, I basically said what I learned in that past video. It was about James, the first chapter of James, and perseverance and everything. And then afterwards, I went back with my friends to worship, but we went to the park instead. And it was a different group of friends because I was just like really, really wanting to worship God. And so we got to. But it wasn't as cool as the last time, and I was trying to figure out why. And all my friends are like actually in this stage of like, how do I worship God and not feel like I am being weird about it? because we all really want to worship God, and it's like that pressure builds up in your body or like in your soul, and you're just like, I need to worship God like right now, and I just don't know what to do about it. So we've been struggling with that and trying to figure out how to worship God in a better way. And so we were thinking that we just need to get in an area where we can like express ourselves. So basically sit in an area where we don't have to feel confined, so we can like kneel if we need to, or raise our hands and dance if we need to, and just not worry about what other people are thinking about us. And yeah, that's basically it. And then we're also wanting to do worship nights. So I feel like I worship better out in nature. I'm not sure about anybody else, but a lot of people want to do it inside, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it inside, even though worship is worship, so I should just do it wherever. But I really, really do connect with God better in nature, because nature is God's, and inside you basically see man's creations all around you, but outside you see God's creations all around you. And I think that's one of the reasons behind that. And then today was regular Thrive time, so school time, and met with my mentor, and we had our mentor group also, and that's basically it. And took off my tire right before mentor group. I was late for that because my tire is kind of flat, and so I just been filling it up with air, and then my light went on because my back tire is the little notch to put the air like nozzle in to fill it up was hidden, so I just had to take off my tire and replace it. So did that and went to mentor group, and mentor group was really awesome today. We talked about that worship thing and more about grace and everything that we've been dealing with, which was such a relief. I loved mentor group today. It was great, and now I'm here. So anyways, that's basically it. That's all I had to say. The main thing that I really wanted to say was my friend accepted Christ, which is the best ever. So anyways, on that note, I will say goodbye.